So we're here at Have I Cut You Yet? Here with my man Ice in Raleigh. If you need to get a shave up, need to get your hair cut, this is the place to come in Raleigh. Been coming here for over a year now. So if you see me, you see my cut and wonder, where I go, this is the place. So
yes, sir.
Absolutely. So today, Naked and Rich, we wanted to talk about kind of financial advice to our younger selves. Like if we could go back in time, if we had a time machine, what would we say to ourselves, like in our teens, in our 20s, 30s, even future self about, if we can go forward in time, our future self about money, about financial decisions. So that's kind of, the topic, we wanted to address today. Truth be told, when I was thinking about this topic, man, I was just thinking about just my mind state around money, even when I was younger. I don't know about you, but my mom gave me my first job when I was 5 years old. She knew on the weekends that I wanted candy, just to be honest with you. And so what she did, I had two sisters at the time, three sisters. So what she did was every Saturday she gave us a job. She said, go and collect the cans, collect the newspapers in the neighborhood, take them to the recycling center, and then they would give us money. And we would use that money to basically have a party on Saturday. And that was like my first job. And I remember taking my cans at that time, inner city Philadelphia, Friday night, everybody drinking. So it was 40 bottles and Coke 45 cans on the corner. We would take that to the recycling place and they would give us, dollars and quarters, and we'd take it to the penny candy store. So I just remember that feeling of, man, I did some work, I got paid, and now I can kind of enjoy it. And I like that feeling, to be honest with you.
Right. That first dopamine kick.
Correct. Like, wait a minute, I can earn my own money. Like at the time, showing my age, it was penny candy. So for $1, I'm getting 100 pieces of candy. Like Saturday can't come fast enough,
Right.
for me to do this again. But at the same time, I would say that probably started me on a paper chase. Really, really young. That I guess stayed with me into my teens and into my 20s.
Probably a level of financial independence too, because there's nothing like having your own money neither.
You know what? That's a good point, because I had sisters. So I got the sister she's really communal. I love her. So she was always like, if we put our money together, we could have a bigger party.
Right.
But at 5, I was like, nah, like I want, the candy that I want, y'all don't want,
I want to the choir.
Exactly. I want Sweetest Fish. Y'all want Sour Patch Kids.
I want Laffy Taffy.
Exactly. But truth be told, eventually, all in a pot. Me, my sisters, my cousins would join in because they would come through on the weekends. We'll put all our money together. We have a huge party. But yeah, definitely feeling that independence. Like, man, I earned this. But at the same time, I learned how to count real quick, because the recycling place, they used to cheat us, man. Like, I swear we would have 10, 11 trash bags full of recycling and they would give us like $2. It's like, hold on, this is not, something's not adding up real quick with the scale. I'm 5 years old, 6 years old. I ain't gonna be able to challenge the system.
Right.
But I was aware, kind of aware of finance.
Life ain't fair right there.
Right, that's exactly right. But yeah, I think that's when, that's my earliest memory of like, man, I'm earning money. I can earn money. I can be financially kind of independent. I have the ability to kind of earn.
I remember working with my pops moving boxes. He had a moving company at the time, and I was just earning money, It was just hard work for labor, and I just made me understand. But he would give me a newspaper article, the newspaper of the day.
Okay.
And if it had anything that was like a large incident or something related, honestly, somebody black.
Okay.
He would tell me to read the article and write a 1-page essay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
on it. And I hated doing it.
Okay.
But there was a choice. It was like I had to do that first one, but
Sure.
every extra article I did was $50.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Really?
So he was like,
Oh.
listen, that first one you have to do one a day.
Okay.
But if you choose to do another one, you're gonna get $50.
Oh wow.
But it made me do. It always stuck with me to do a little bit more. That was one of those first instances of making money, and that left an impression on me.
That's great that you had that at that young age. I funny enough, I did the same thing. My nephews came down 2 summers ago. I had them write book reports. They had to write a book report on Rich Dad Poor Dad, Business by the Book. If you do one book, you get $20. If you do 2 books, you get $100.
Oh snap!
And one of them did like one, and then the other one he did both. So it
Oh, he did?
He did. He was like, "No, I'm trying to get this
cash out."
Yeah, right. Exactly. I'm trying to get this money." So you can kind of see, the motivation, I guess, was there. But I think that's a great idea.
Those first impressions are very valuable. It's either going to be easy or it's going to be hard, and sometimes when it's easy, it may not last, or it may not be worth it, or you're risking something.
Right.
But those first impressions kind of go about how you view, because we put the value in money. We put the value in money in what we're willing to do.
Correct.
But what you're willing to do to get it, or how important it means to you. Because a lot of people, I don't need to be rich, but they're always asking for money though.
Right.
It's not a big deal till they owe you back.
Going into the topic of like, what would I tell myself in my teens and my 20s? Like, I was extra motivated. I remember getting my first sales job. I was selling cell phones at the time. And every time there would be a customer who would have a luxury vehicle. Like, I remember this one time, it was this guy who came, he had the new 7 Series.
Yeah.
Big body, when they first came out. And I remember after selling him a cell phone, going out in the parking lot, following him out to the parking lot, like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" And I was like, "Hey, I just want to know what you did to get this 7 Series. Like, because I want to do it as well. Like I thought,
right.
This guy is getting money, so let me go out there and kind of ask him." And I had a conversation with him, and I'm just going to be transparent. He was like, "Yeah, I was in the school district. I was a teacher. And then I eventually retired. And when I retired, I bought this." I was happy for him, but that wasn't the answer that I was looking for, because I was so hungry. I wanted to hear, I started this business, and I sold these stocks or something like that. And that's how I, was able to cop this car. So I was feeling a little disappointed at the time, not because of what he did and how he got the car, but I was hungry for like, how can I get rich as quickly as possible?
Right. I don't want to have to wait the
retirement. I was, hyper focused on starting a business, hyper focused on whatever I could do to earn more. Where I guess if I could talk to my younger self, I would have probably told him to slow down. Like, just kind of slow down and enjoy it a little bit. Like learn what you got to learn at your job. Just take time, spend it with friends, spend it with family. But I guess dial back my ambitions a little bit. And I know that sounds a little crazy.
I dial back your passion or dial back your ambition?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Passion, I feel like, is this fire. Like, when I think passion, I think that somebody is so overwhelmed with this overwhelming feeling of fire or drive to do something or accomplish something, tackle something.
Yep.
They put passion, they put a lot of their life energy into this task. Like, that's passion. Even when they speak about it's passion. Passion is more, it could be blind, but it's still moving forward in that direction.
Okay.
While ambition is just more like, it can be calculated. Ambitious is like how I move with the passion. Because you can be just passionate, straightforward, but you're hitting walls, but you're like, I'm going, I'm hitting this wall. You keep hitting your walls and you're not gonna, until I don't care if I pass out, I'm gonna knock this wall down, I'm passionate, I'm gonna keep going. Ambitious is kind of like, it's still that passion, but you don't always have to hit the wall. Or maybe it's just like, did you see the way he did? Yeah, he's so ambitious, your way of doing it.
Right. I feel like ambition is how I go about my passion. Like the way in which I pursue it, the way in which I finesse it. Am I by any means necessary, by anybody necessary, or am I like trying to bring the community along with me and everyone along with me. I feel like passion is the gasoline, but ambition is my foot on the gas pedal.
Wow.
Like, that's how I see it. That gasoline is inside of me, waiting to be lit. Like, I wanna have my own business, want to be able to create and earn revenue. But it's like, how hard am I pressing this gas to get it? Where I'm running up on customers, like, what did you do? You know? So I would have eased my foot off the pedal just a bit.